under the lights on Sunday night.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Ingram. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On second down, it's Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Holding offense.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Olave holds it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't give him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 4 catches, 62 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
2nd and 4. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
A loss of 9 on the play brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. It's brought in by Harris. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Lawrence. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a give here to Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, look at the juke. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jamar Chase.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are able to move back in front. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get out after the half. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. Kenny Golladay, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Mac Jones, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounced back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the 1st half for Carolina. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Takes it at the 7.
Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime, plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. On 1st down, Lawrence. Olave holds it in.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence, throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
when the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Lawrence. Olave over the middle.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
An option handoff given to Harris.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Now Lawrence.
And And he whips that one incomplete there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that's going to tie us at 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now out come the Giants.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll set up to throw.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Lawrence.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And the Panthers coming out now.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would... Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And New York set to take the field.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now back to throw. trying to improvise. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted that.
If you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last flag. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is caught. It's Davis.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chris Olave.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
And the Giants send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers about ready to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They hand this off to Harris. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Complete to Olave on the out route.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. Just over a minute 40 to play. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Pittman, 67 yards. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the two-point trying to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Back to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Chase.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.